Hi everybody. I'm in a really good mood today. I don't know why, but who cares? And I thought, why not just film one of my absolute favorite videos? And that is testing hyped up niche fragrances. Today is episode 4. So if you want to check all my previous episodes, I will leave the playlist linked down below and also in the eye up here. So today we have quite a selection. I mean, these are quite hyped up fragrances. So we have again Xerjoff, Initio, Nishane, Bond number 9, Juliette has a gun, and some other niche brands that I didn't try before. So if you want to know my first impression on some really hyped up niche fragrances, please keep on watching. Let's start with the ones that I'm mostly intrigued about. I have it now for a month, but I wanted to test it and do a first impression, so I resisted. And I'm talking about Initio Atomic Rose. I have a decant, so let's try this one. So from what I remember, everybody compare it to Delina. So let's see. Yeah, I see why they compare it to Delina. I think Initio is actually like a sister brand to Parfums de Marie. You know what? First impression, I like it more to the original Delina. It's an overdose of rose, but it doesn't have the spicy kick that Delina has, and also the tanginess, the tartiness that is present in Delina. This one doesn't have it. It's quite a powerful rose, so you will make a statement. There's more florals than rose, but definitely the rose is really predominant. And it's quite warm, it's not too sweet. Yeah, this one is quite sexy. I would definitely agree on that. I really like it. So fingers crossed that I'm going to like the rest. So for now, Atomic Rose is a yes for me. What shall we do next? Let's try Nishane. 100 Silent Ways. I think this is the second most famous one from the brand. I did try Annie and I liked it really much. It's a gorgeous scent. I get a soapy vibe, at least from afar. It reminds me of another fragrance, guys. It's very floral. The vanilla is very present here. It's a vanilla floral fragrance. It's also sweet in a fruity kind of a way. I like it, but I'm not blown away by it. And I think it reminds me of a designer fragrance. It definitely is not so powerful like this one. This is really powerful. All fragrances from Nishane, by the way, are extrait de parfum, and this is why they are very projecting and long lasting. I don't dislike it, but it's not my favorite. Definitely I would prefer Annie to this one. They are completely different type of fragrances, but I'm just saying from the brand, yeah, I would definitely go for Annie and not this one. But I like it. It's okay. It's fruity, vanilla, floral fragrance. 100 Silent Ways from Nishane. Next, let's do Chinatown from Bond number 9. I have no idea what to expect because I just remember that this fragrance was in a lot of YouTubers' collection, but I don't remember what they said about it. Okay, this is strange. Let me spray it again because I'm not getting it very much. It's definitely a note here that I am totally unfamiliar with because I've never smelled something like that. What is that? Can it be that there is a note that I'm not familiar with, that never smelled before? Definitely unique. It's not again what I expected because the name Chinatown, I was expecting a light floral, like more of a Far East, you know, aesthetic wise fragrance. They love light cherry blossom, you know, sakura, very light fragrances. This is not light. And I shouldn't have expected that because the name is not about China, it's about Chinatown. Silly me. It's very, very unique floral fragrance. There is again vanilla, and I would guess also sandalwood, and some obscure notes that I don't know what it is. It makes it quite unique, I have to say. Okay, this one is definitely a fragrance that I have to test around because it's quite unique. So for now, I like it, but I'm not sure if it's a massive like or not. Next is from Olfactive Studio, and that is Still in Rio. This is a very fresh synthetic fragrance. Smells like a beach. Has this pina colada vibe to it. Not that it smells like a pina colada, but it has a hint, a vibe of it. There's definitely coconut here and lime, for sure. It's quite minty. I like it. But again, it reminds me of another fragrance. I think it reminds me, but less sweeter than Virgin Island Water from Crete. I'm not sure. I have to test it and see, but for now, I get the same vibe, you know? Smells synthetic, but in a good way. Yeah, don't know about the prices of Olfactive Studio. I will have to check it and see. But yeah, I like it for now. This is a good fragrance. If it has a decent performance and a good price, I would consider buying this fragrance, yeah. Still in Rio is almost a win for me. Next, let's try Juliette Has a Gun, Lady Vengeance. This is also quite a famous one from Juliette Has a Gun. Until now, I have good luck with Juliette Has a Gun fragrances. In general, not all of them, but the majority, let's say. Okay, it's not what I expected. I'm not sure what did I expect. For some reason, I imagined this fragrance to be a very deep, dark, you know, Lady Vengeance. And the bottle, I think, was black. But it's actually not. It's quite a clean, musky, light, rosy fragrance. It has a hint of mintiness in it, but not predominant. There is definitely ambroxan or Izu Super. It has in the background this vibe, a little bit woody, you know. I think all Juliette Has a Gun fragrances either use ambroxan or Izu Super. Honestly, I'm not sure about this fragrance. It's quite generic to me. Musky rose. Yeah, I don't know. For now, I am not blown away by it, and I would say for a musky rose, there are better fragrances on the market, I would say, and from the designer world. Yeah. I think Lady Vengeance, yeah, it's not so special, I would say. Now let's try another Byredo. By the way, all these Byredo samples I had for a long time. And yeah, maybe this is not really hyped up, but I did hear some people talk about it. And this is Pulp. This is strange. It's quite sharp, but yet sweet and fruity at the same time. Quite a strange opening. It's kind of spicy, sharp. It's strange. It's a really strange fragrance. And it's so sweet. Very, very, very sweet, like fruity sweet. There is this woody sharpness. Something that you smell in nature. Like a tree that you smell in nature. Can't say what it is, but I don't know. Oh, okay. I think it's fig. Wait. Yeah, it's fig. It's a fig tree, not fig fruit. A fig tree, you know, the branch. Yeah, yes. This is how it smells. I love figs, don't get me wrong, but I don't like fig trees. Like, I don't like the smell of the leaves. I like the fruit. This one is the tree. There is a very predominant fig tree note, and I don't get much of the fruit, but I do get a lot of other fruits that are very sweet, like extremely sweet, and the two are clashing. Yeah, it smells like a very fruity fragrance that you have mixed with Philosopher's from Diptyque, you know? This is exactly how it smells. This is a no for me. It may develop differently and this sharp fig tree will go away. But for now, no. So Byredo, till now, I've never had a luck with any of the Byredo fragrances. So let's see. Okay, let's try Dama Bianca from Xerjoff. This one is a favorite of a lot of people. I smelled this fragrance before. And I don't mean like I smelled something similar. No, I smelled it before. Must be someone who is wearing this fragrance that I know. I've definitely distinctively smelled this exact fragrance before. First impression, this is a fragrance for a mature woman. Maybe I'm biased because I've smelled it on a mature woman. I don't know, but to me, the first impression I got, it's for a mature woman. That is not a bad thing, by the way. I'm just saying, I'm just describing it and how I smell it. It's powdery. There is a distinctive iris note, and there is definitely violet. And you all know what I think about violet and iris, by the way. Both of them are notes that I don't get along with. It's a vanilla powdery scent that to me screams elegance. It's very elegant and definitely for a mature woman. Okay, now the violet is a little bit toned down. What bothers me about violet, it has this sharp edge. It's getting warmer and sweeter, and yeah, the vanilla is really coming through now. First impression, it's a very nice fragrance. It's very classy, very elegant, but I'm not sure if it is for me. So yeah, again, a fragrance that I'm a little bit on the fence about, but I may definitely like it when I wear it and test it around. So Dama Bianca from Xerjoff. Let's go with another Xerjoff, and that is Alexandria II. This is an oud fragrance, and from what I remember, it's a real oud, so a little bit afraid because I'm not into oud. I'm not smelling it now because oud is very powerful and I have to leave it a while, otherwise it will put me off the fragrance. Okay. Okay, this is powerful and fresh at the same time. There is a distinctive lavender note here. It's really predominant. Quite woody. There must be more than just oud. It's a very woody fragrance. Definitely masculine. But is it worth the hype? So for now, not much. Sorry if anyone loves this fragrance, but I don't get the hype, honestly. But again, I am not really into oud. Oud is not my vibe. And if I had to go with an oud, like a hyped up good oud, I would go with Initio Oud for Greatness, definitely. Let's try another fragrance from Histoires de Parfum, 1889, Moulin Rouge. What a name! I'm expecting a very sexy fragrance. No. This is vintage style perfumery again. It's not so bad like the previous one. The previous one I cut, it was just too much for me. It's a little bit powdery, there is cinnamon. It's getting better. It's getting better. But I smell iris. Maybe I have to give this fragrance a chance. but yeah, it smells too vintage for me. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, for now, as a first impression, another miss from Histoire de Parfum. Now, a niche fragrance house that is quite affordable, and I am eyeing that brand for quite a while. And I'm cheating a little bit because this is not really a hyped niche brand. But when I saw the prices, I thought, maybe it's a good one. I did hear someone mentioning here and there this this brand, but not much. So I'm talking about Comptoir Sud Pacifique. Hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And the fragrance that I'm testing is Aloha Tiare. Oh, yeah. Tiare flower, definitely. Oh, very sweet, very warm. Very powerful. It's quite a simple fragrance. It's tiare and vanilla in a bottle. Oh, quite projecting. Very powerful. I think this will be a long-lasting fragrance. I think if you love tiare flower, you will definitely like this one. I love tiare. I love also frangipani, but I like them when combined with other florals and not like a strict tiare or frangipani. This is definitely your typical tropical floral fragrance. I think this will be a hit for a lot of people, and the price of this brand is quite nice. So if you love tiare flower and you are on the budget, I think you would like this one. For me personally, it's too sweet and too simple. Have to check for longevity, but for now it's quite projecting. So probably it will last long. So, last two fragrances. I cheated again, but I do that every time. And I just insert a private collection fragrance with the niche brands. And the first one is from Chanel, from Les Exclusifs line, and that is Le Beige. And from what I remember, it was a yellow-white floral fragrance, so it should be right up my alley. And honestly, I did test it before in the store, but quite a while ago, so I don't remember how it smelled. There is something that is really bothering me here. And I mean bothering me like I can feel it in my throat. It's strange, but yeah. Okay, I know it's a bestseller and everybody loves it from Les Exclusifs line. It's definitely on the feminine side, but it's too vintage. I guess for the time that this was created, it must have been a big hit. I get that. But it's too vintage smelling for my liking. When it comes to vintage, I like more orientals, vintage fragrances, not the floral, these kind of fragrances. When they are vintage, I don't like floral vintage fragrance so much. This is a definite pass for me. I don't like it. It has something, I don't know the notes, and quite honestly, I can't distinguish anything. I only remember that it was a yellow-white floral fragrance, but there is something definitely in this fragrance. It really, when I smelled it, I felt something in my throat. So it could be an allergic reaction. I have no idea. Or maybe I'm making this up in my mind. I don't know, but yeah, this one is a no, 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 no for me. Last one is from Van Cleef Arpels, and that is Bois de Riz. Okay, I tested Van Cleef Arpels fragrances when I was in Egypt, and they were quite nice. I liked them. I know I am not an iris lover, but I heard quite a few YouTubers talk about Bois de Riz. Let's see. Can you see the smile? I like that one. It has iris, but somehow it doesn't bother me here. It's quite an inoffensive fragrance. It's very light. and well blended, I would say. Yeah, a little bit of woodiness and maybe vetiver. Has a little bit of everything. It's a little bit warm, a little bit spicy, or yeah, it has something, a little bit, just a hint of sweetness, a hint of woodiness. And there's definitely vetiver. I can smell the vetiver. And it's quite unisex, actually. It leans slightly feminine, but yeah, a unisex fragrance. Quite inoffensive, everyday. I would say this is a perfect office scent. All year around, an easy reach. This is really good. I'm wondering about the longevity and sillage because it's quite a light fragrance. It doesn't project much, at least on paper. So I wonder how it will perform on my skin. Did I finish everything? Yeah, that's it. These are all the fragrances. As usual, I will do a follow-up video where I share with you my final thoughts about all these fragrances, longevity, sillage, just a full review on each of them and which one worked for me and which one not. Now let's go to the ranking. At the bottom of my list comes, no surprise, Les Beige from Chanel. Yeah, I love Chanel, but this one is... again, I smelled it and I felt something in my throat. Okay, I should avoid this fragrance. Then I would go with Pulp. Big mess. Hell no. Oh my god, this fragrance also I can't do. Then I would go with Lady Vengeance, just because it's quite generic, nothing special about it. Then is 1889 Moulin Rouge. Oh, it's very powdery now, but still I don't like it. And then I would go with Aloha Tiare, again because it's very simple fragrance, not because it's a bad one. It's just too simple, yeah. Next I will go with Chinatown. It's very creamy and warm, but still there is something about it. Yeah, I'm still on the fence about this one. Now it's getting difficult. I would say for now I will go with Xerjoff Alexandria II, just because it's not my vibe, not because it's a bad fragrance or anything. Then I would go with Still in Rio. I think this one will have longevity issues because it's almost gone from the paper. Then shockingly I will go with Dama Bianca. Again, for the same reason, it's not my vibe. Final three: Atomic Rose, 100 Silent Ways, and Bois de Riz. Okay, I'll go with Bois de Riz. This was quite a good surprise. Okay, then I would go with 100 Silent Ways. I may, of course, change my mind about the ranking, about all these fragrances, as you all know. And my number one is Atomic Rose from Initio. This is good stuff, guys. I like this one. And still I prefer it to Delina. So that was the ranking. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload a new video. Also to follow up on all these fragrances. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next time. Ciao.